Want to be featured on the Rock Metal Podcast just like all the other great bands you've heard up to this point? Go ahead and hit me up, therockmetalpodcast@gmail.com. Let me know. Let's work out the deets. The Rock Metal Podcast, episode 26 with The Autist. Boom, all right, Rock Metal Nation, I got on the line today Pedro from The Autist, a rock metal project from Portugal, and I'm super stoked to have Pedro on today. So Pedro, welcome to the show.
Hi, hello.
Fantastic. So Pedro, why don't you tell Rock Metal Nation a bit about yourself, maybe what got you inspired by music?
Well, I'm from Portugal, as you have stated. I don't know if you have or not, but I play guitar. I write the lyrics. Well, I just like to work with sound and music in general, especially the more sad melodies and the fast-paced rhythms. And yeah, I just like music, so I don't know. I don't have a great message about it.
Very cool, though. I like how you said more, like really liking music with the sad melodies, but the fast-paced rhythms, and it's
yeah, totally. It's part of like who I am, because music is just an expression of what you feel, and that is certainly what I feel.
Now, I'm curious, Pedro, what is the story behind how The Autist formed together? Like, how did you guys find each other?
Well, it's just I had a project or another band called Dark Side of Innocence, which I started back in 2005. We reached a point where this band was no longer a possibility. It was like past 9 years or something like that. The band was no longer a possibility. Then someone suggested that I should start a new band. So basically, I thought it was a good idea. Why not? Because I thought that project was no longer feasible. So yeah, I started a new one. So I started to find new musicians, and here I am. Despite the fact that basically The Autist is more like a solo project where I invite people to work with me.
I guess what was the decision to go from having like a set band with like Dark Side of Innocence, it's like, boom, here we are, the set band, to starting more of like a solo project where you invite people to work with you? What was the decision there?
Oh, okay. The reason why I'm saying it is a solo project, it is not so much of a solo project, but it's like it's really hard to find people that will stick to this until the end, because I'm a very how do you say when you demand too much of people, like
demanding?
Yeah, I'm very I'd say demanding in a sense of that I request that people really put themselves in the project as if it was something really serious. And I think that in the actual state of how the world see musicianship, it's really hard for people to focus on just one objective. So they end up entering the project because they think it's a cool idea, but when I start demanding, they feel like some certain pressure,
Mm-hmm.
That's why I'm saying it's kind of solo project. But I try to really work out with people, but I think it's still a band, it's still, I'm trying to find my way out with finding some certain people, but it's complicated.
Yeah, very true. And speaking of the solo project, what inspired the name The Autist?
I had a chat with a friend. We were talking about how an autist view how an autistic person view the world, and he was saying that people usually, this kind of people usually see the world as an intimate experience. They see the world in themselves, like if they're mirrors, instead of being cast upon the world. They are turned to themselves. So it was a pretty good analogy or a metaphor for what I've been experiencing in my lifetime. Because when I created this project, I wanted to create a project that was a world where I can talk about my fantasies, where I'd like to express myself and what kind of world I'd like to live in. So that is kind of a metaphor for the way I see the world, in a very egoistical sense, that I try to bring these fantasies to the world. So yeah, that's it.
Very, very true, very true. Now, speaking of functioning in certain ways, I'm curious, when you write songs, Pedro, or do you work with other people in writing songs? Is it entirely a personal experience? How do you come up with an Autist song?
Well, usually I'm working myself on the songs, but for the second album, I'm just trying to change that a bit, because I found some musicians that are working with me right now, that they are really trying to put themselves here. So I'm giving a shot, trying to work more with them instead of just creating the music all by myself and let them learn the songs. Right now I'm trying to change that a bit. But the first album, which is coming out like in January or something, which is called The Coldest Sun, I made almost all the music by myself, aside from the drums, which was the drummer which is playing with us actually. He did a fantastic job on that, but the overall music was totally made by the fact that I like to compose music and stuff like that. But as I said, I'm really trying to change this by trying to integrate other people into this project.
Well, speaking of which, let's go and listen to the first track, Ethereal. All right, coming back from Ethereal. I love the track, actually. Love the track a lot. Actually, well, both of the tracks we're going to play today I really like. But I really like Ethereal. You're welcome. What's the inspiration behind Ethereal?
It's if you listen to the lyrics or something like that, you can catch what I was saying when I was explaining the meaning of the name, because you can hear the chorus. She says like, it's my secret world of fantasies, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, I try to bring that world I visualize in my head and try to put it on that song. And also that song is also greatly influenced by one of my biggest, my favorite bands, that is called Evanescence. You probably know them.
Oh, yes, I do.
Yeah, it's like the biggest influence for this band and that song. So yeah, but basically that was the main drive for that song.
Very cool, yeah. Let's go and listen to the next track, Pandora's Curse. Okay, coming back from Pandora's Curse, similar question, Pedro. What is the inspiration or the story behind Pandora's Curse?
Basically, the song is really influenced by the fact that I was living in some certain situation where I imagined that I lived the best, and right after that I lived the worst you can experience. So it kind of is an analogy to the myth of Pandora, which when someone opened the Pandora's box, something really bad happened, but something really good also happened too. So yeah, that was kind of the image I wanted to for that song. Also, the song in itself is a very Nordic song. It has the Scandinavian feeling. So yeah,
Very
basically
cool.
that's the.
What exciting news do you have coming up here soon for Rock Metal Nation to pay attention to?
We are working out on a crowdfunding, which started 2 days ago. So because we want to release this album in a physical way, so basically we'll release some songs on the upcoming months, and probably one video clip in January, which will be also the release of the Coldest Sun album. After that, I don't know what will happen. We'll just have to see.
So Rock Metal Nation, there is a crowdfunding effort being taken right now by Pedro and the Autist to allow the Coldest Sun to become a real possibility. So what I'm going to do is have that in the show notes for today. So if you go to, or at least if you go to the rockmetalpodcast.ca, you should be able to see the show notes for my interview here today with Pedro. In there is going to be a link for the crowdfunding effort. If you absolutely love the tracks you've heard today, Ethereal, Pandora's Curse, then definitely go ahead and check out the crowdfunding effort, because it's good to see bands taking on the crowdfunding, and I really, really support it. All right, Pedro, how can Rock Metal Nation find out more about you? Is there a website that they should go to?
Okay, thanks for asking. We have a Facebook. You can just go and search The Autist on Facebook. You can search on Twitter, Instagram. We're also on Instagram. I don't know the domains for them all, but I can just pass you to. But yeah, we're trying to explore most of the social media. So yeah, that's it.
Very cool. All right, Rock Metal Nation, if you enjoyed what you heard today, then go ahead and check out on any of your favorite social media sites, facebook.com, twitter.com, instagram.com. Search for The Autist, and you can definitely keep up to date on what it is that is going on, everything The Autist. So, Pedro, unless there's anything else you want to throw out there, I just wanted to thank you for coming on, spending some time with us, and sharing your music with us.
I'm the one who's thankful for the interview. So yeah, I'm grateful for the opportunity, and hope you guys enjoyed the song.
All right, Rock Metal Nation, hopefully you just found your new favorite band in The Autist. Big thanks again for them for coming on and sharing their music with us. Make sure to head over to www.therockmetalpodcast.ca to check out all the information from the show you just heard today. And until then, rock on, Rock Metal Nation.